Hey, everybody. Good to see you. Good morning. Happy whatever day of the week it is, Thursday. I am still recovering from the earlier in the week, which is embarrassing because I'm 49 years old and I'm not really certain that that's appropriate, but welcome and good morning. I'm happy to be here with you. The weather here in Houston is fine. I don't think I've seen one drop of hurricane rain at all, so thank you for your well wishes, but we are doing all right. As we get started here this morning, I want to remind you that we have another open house. It's probably the most successful thing we've done outside of some of our successful trades. It was a massive success. We will do this time, September 25th and 26th. You can email your RSVP to coaching@wrbooker.com. You can let us know more about you at the link that you see in the slide deck. The nearest airports are there, and the nearest and best hotel is there. This time we are also going to stream it live again in the same format we did before. Sue, you recommended some wonderful solutions for that. If you can't join us in person, we're going to make some changes that make it even easier to interact with us if you're online. And by that, I mean, what we want to do is mic it up better so that we don't have the echo, but that you can hear everyone a little bit better. So we're going to position a microphone maybe in a couple of different spots, and maybe if we can, to the degree possible, reduce the echo. We're going to do everything we can to make that possible. I might pass a microphone around for people who want to speak, but then otherwise have me lavalier mic'd and a bunch of other stuff that I think is going to make a really nice improvement. Maybe cut the video down and whatever else. But we resulted the last time in a successful trade on Overstock, a successful refinement of the process that we use to trade. And we've, since the time that we had the open house, even despite the fact that I've been missing in action, or we've been meeting less often and less consistently this week, we've done better. And the reason is we have the group coaching chat, and I stand corrected. It's a wonderful thing. It's absolutely marvelous. I love it. Now, with that said, the other day I gave a challenge to focus on trades. One thing that happens inside of the Exotics Club Facebook group is it just descends into madness so quickly. It's intended to talk about trades. And then what it ends up being, as I've told you before, is you have 1,000 happy members and you get 990 really happy members, and you get 10 people who are really unhappy, and sometimes for justifiable reasons. I'm not bragging on it, but those 10 people just ruin everything for everyone. And it sounds like what I'm saying is you're not allowed to complain, or you're not allowed to have your own feelings. And no, I'm just saying that there's a time and a place and a forum for all those things. And it's definitely not inside the Telegram chat. It's definitely not inside of a group where there are other people that could be negatively affected. And it's not that I'm unwilling to make changes and improvements. But remember, if there's 100 people, there's usually 20 people who have ideas for how to change and improve. And a bunch of those ideas conflict with each other. And I just can't run my life like that. I can't run my life by committee. It just makes everything too difficult. And if I stop and worry about making everyone happy instead of making everyone money, everything just sort of falls apart very badly. So I just want to say our Telegram chat group is amazing. It's focused on trades. None of you are asking for someone else to be responsible for your success. It's filled with hardworking people. You're not lazy. You're positive. You're optimistic. And then again, I know that a couple of months from now, everybody's going to get mad about something, or somebody's going to spoil the whole thing. And what we're going to do is I am immediately going to cancel whoever spoils the group and put them on timeout for a little while. And I don't care if you like that idea or not. Just keep it positive. I don't know any other way to say it. And if you want to have a conversation about the way things could go that are better, I'm not unwilling to have that conversation. Sue's been a real positive force in making this group better, for example. And Sue, you bust my blank all the time. And but I know your intentions are pure, and you have a heart of gold, and you love this group, and you love the people here, and you're just trying to make money too. And it comes off that way. And I think that, for those of you that are here and we're close, it's been a really good relationship that has helped me, I think, just immensely. Okay. Jeffrey just said, closed VIX. Hey, closed VIX 5% profit, closed Square and Peloton for 100% on each. So those were excellent entries, Jeff. We could take a look at those charts today. The most recent trade that we took was Walmart, and Walmart is cranking right now, and it's doing exactly what we said that we wanted it to do, and it is on the way up. Now, I don't know why my weekly pivots are suddenly not showing. Weekly pivot, hide them, show them. I don't know. Sometimes this happens, but they're gone. I'm not intending for them to be gone. They're just gone. There they are. They show up on the 1 hour chart, but they won't show up on the 15-minute chart. We went through this problem a few weeks ago. It's fine. We put a target on the chart at 132.56. Right now, the trade's up $810. And I think intraday, we should even do better than that. So it's a wonderful thing to wake up to. We planned that trade. So Jeff took pullback on Peloton on a longer time frame chart. He took the buy trade. Square, you did the same thing. Both of those are up today. Wonderful UVXY. So the VIX has had a nice start to the morning. I don't know if you were, it sounds like you were bullish the VIX or long volatility, Jeffrey. So that looks good. It looks like it's overbought right now. So I would be probably a little bit careful and maybe even a little bit skeptical of that. I don't have a lot more to say. I don't have anything to say about Zoom. I guess I could say something about Zoom. I don't really have much to say about Overstock except for Overstock is apparently about to break the line, the matte line that exists right now. And if it does, this thing is probably going to scream lower down to $96. I don't really have a trade for that. And I'm not going to take a trade on that. I'm fine. I'm happy. I'm all set. I don't need anything on that one. I'd probably be more likely to take Zoom than Overstock. So Zoom could be today a trade. I may just take this pretty soon, like now. I may take this trade right now and see if I can grab something out of this. So the profit circle disappeared. That profit circle forms and it closes with the profit circle. I'm going to take this trade today and see if we can break this line. And if it goes a little bit higher, I can just dump the whole thing and not worry about it. But if I zoom in here, you can see what we're doing. We know that I don't like the fundamentals on this company. We know that it crashed earlier in the week. We know that made a lot of parents unhappy and caused a lot of problems. And we've got what appears to be a really nice matte line. If you're not familiar with what the matte line is, it's just a solid horizontal line. It stretches across a level of support in this case where previous lows existed. And if that line is broken, it appears to suggest that this financial instrument has broken through support and is making lower lows. Now, I already have a bearish bias on Zoom because of its market capitalization and its price to earnings ratio and its inability to even keep its own service up and running when things get intense. I'm not a fan of this company, and we all know that already. And I'm not trying to fight something that's stronger than I am. We've actually turned this into a profitable kind of scenario where we know how to enter, we know what to do. The profit circle is gone right now, so the whole idea is off. But we know what to do and we know how to do it and we know what we're looking for. And so if it appears and it goes, then it goes. And it's going to be a lot of fun if it does. It doesn't appear that that's the case right this second. This is Wayfair. Wayfair's burned me enough times that I don't need to or want to get involved with Wayfair right now. There's nothing about this chart. There's nothing about the 4 hour. There's nothing about the 15-minute. There's nothing about any time frame chart that I need to get involved with here. So I'm just going to let it go. The most important thing that we can do today is let this win run on Walmart. This is going well. There's nothing that we should do. There's absolutely zero responsibility to manage this, do anything about it, care if it's $1,000 up, care if it's a whatever. It doesn't matter. This deserves the chance to go a little bit higher today. And if we get all the way up to 132 or so, I think what we've done is we've turned an idea into money, and it's overbought. And now I'm kind of thinking, yeah, I'll go ahead and take the money. Why wouldn't I just take the money? Let's just take the money. Let's sell to close. I have 10 contracts on Walmart. I made $1,000. I close this trade. Then we go review the order. You're selling your right to buy 1,000 shares of Walmart by blah 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 blah, 445, 455. Submit this trade. Let's see if I can close this out and get my profit. Let's see if I can get my $1,040. If I can, that would be great. And my contract's executed. I no longer have this trade. I made $1,000 and we've banked the win. And I don't have to do anything else. I don't need it to go further. If you want it to go further, let some of your profit run. I took $1,000. This was a goal. We talked about the fact that I wanted to start taking these trades. Here were my takeaways from the make $10,000 in the next 30 days from these trades. Get $1,000. It's great. It's actually more than that because we took a win on Zoom, but that doesn't really count as an earnings trade. So 1,000 down, $9,000 to go. Great. Take the profit. Hey, everybody, if you want to, I don't like to give specific advice, and I don't want to give you specific advice, but why not just take the money and run? I don't know. Sure, it could go higher. Well, let's just find another one, right? That's one of our principles is there's just going to be another one. Why not just keep banking the money? Keep taking the wins. So what is our next one? So I think one of our next ones is Zoom. And I want to know if a bearish profit circle sets up. So I'm going to add an alert. Profit circles. When you do the alert, you have to do a reversal tab sell alert. Just the way the indicator, it was originally called reversal tabs. That's why it's called that here. Tempted to take the trade now. Very tempted to take the trade now. But it doesn't even have the bearish profit circle. So I'm going to go ahead and let that happen. Then I got my Mafia watch list. And if you would now join me in a moment of happiness, we're going to look for 15-minute after earnings trades. Now we would usually look for these in the evenings, right? This looks pretty glorious. Looks like Alibaba, if it printed a bearish profit circle, it would be go time. AMD doesn't look like anything to me, as Bernard from Westworld would say. Microsoft is well after earnings. No bearish divergence. I wouldn't sell Microsoft anyway. It doesn't matter. Here's Facebook after earnings. No divergence. Seems shocking that there's no divergence there. Doesn't it seem shocking? Is there something wrong with my... No. Nothing wrong. Okay, NIO. After earnings, bearish divergence. Super active options. It's already fallen. It's fallen too far away from the divergence. But that could be the mat line on NIO. No bearish profit circle. I'd like to stick to the rules as much as possible on that one. This is Intel. Intel's boring me. Bank of America. Too late to get in. Bullish divergence, bullish profit circles. We're right there. I don't know when Bank of America earnings are. Oh, they were already. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is too far after earnings. We already got our situation after earnings for Bank of America. American Airlines, stunningly higher today. On that side note, I'm not going to lie. I can't remember what I said yesterday about Royal Caribbean. I cannot actually remember. I think what I said about Royal Caribbean yesterday was, I don't really know enough to take this trade. I don't really know enough about it, but it is, I would speculate that it was a sell trade, but I don't know. We talked about it. It just didn't fall into the category of something that I could agree on. It's part of our Mafia list, but anyway, I call it the Mafia list. It's the Formula 15 list. Here's AT&T. Walmart, we already know how that looks. Zoom. Looking for a bearish profit circle. Uber. Man, my charts are updating really slowly today. Netflix. Hard to bet against Netflix. I tried it the other day. There's earnings. There's the bullish divergence in the bullish profit circle after earnings. That's the trade. And then we tried to give it a sell. That was a lame idea. And it didn't work. And then there's no divergence and no bearish profit circles. Hard to bet against Netflix anyway. You know, it's better off just permanently waiting for bullish signals on that. Wells Fargo, another bank that's doing well. Don't really care about it right now. Here's Plug. That was one of the most actively traded stocks on the Robinhood. No bearish or bullish divergence in profit circles. Here's PBR. Petróleo Brasileiro. What is the earnings situation? Doesn't it seem like it's not printing everything and loading the screen fast enough? Don't you think there should be some profit circles on this chart? There we go. So it's after earnings. Wow, this one doesn't work. Do you notice that only the bearish ones work on Petro Brasileiro? I don't want anything to do with this one. I just want to cross this one off the list even. It doesn't appeal to me. This one doesn't look right. Yeah, I mean, it works sometimes and then it's just lame. I mean, you could say that recently every bullish divergence plus bullish profit circle, the profit circle is too far away from the divergence. It gapped. That's lame. That one's garbage. Here's Micron. I don't care about this one at all right now. I don't even know when earnings are. Oh, we got to wait for earnings. So we're just waiting for earnings. Let's just mark that on the chart maybe. Citigroup, nothing. Exxon, hard to buy an oil company here. I guess you could buy it on a bullish divergence and bullish profit circle, but I don't know what you'd be doing. I don't know why you'd be doing that. Check out the chat here. Jeffrey made $50,000 on the closed trades based on those uptrend pullback charts that he's been posting. Kurt says he might have missed the Saturday session posted in the group. I'll make sure we repost those today. Thank you for letting me know. I should know this, says BR. How do you get into the group chat? Yep. Look through the coaching. Look through the regular coaching channel. Scroll up and go all the way back to the Friday, August 21st, link for today. Everyone is invited to chat with everyone here. So let me pin this. Oh, I guess I can't. It won't let me pin this one from the thing. But there you go. Here. Copy link address. Typing an answer. Here you go. I sent it. You're good. You're good to go. So ExxonMobil, I'd buy it. I mean, on a bullish profit circle, I'd consider it. So I don't have a bearish profit circle on NIO yet. Too far away from the divergence anyway. Yeah, it's too far. Even if it printed right now, it'd be too far away from the divergence. Johnson & Johnson. Okay, Bruce, you're in. Johnson & Johnson. Okay, you're in. I'm going to close that so I stop getting those dings. Okay, rig. Jeez. Talk about your, wow. That was a great sell trade after earnings. Whoa. So bullish divergence, bullish profit circle, then nothing. We are underneath the pivot. Trading for $1.21. Yeah, I mean it's possibly a risk worth taking here. I would consider rig. A little bit skeptical of anything sort of related to oil. Rig's technically a buy trade. It's Fastlane. JD. After earnings, 15-minute chart. Could print a bearish profit circle. This is the best one so far. Yeah, I'd buy these. Mr. Early Entry Rob Booker himself is waiting. There's the mat line. The mat line's really close too. Yeah, that's a brilliant setup. It's only a week and a half since earnings. Or I don't know. We don't know actually, right? Because this is all screwed up. So it's like 3 weeks after earnings, isn't it? No, 17th of August. Wow. Wow, it's even better. This is the best one. This is great. Fighting the trend, of course. That doesn't matter. We can fight a trend occasionally, especially on something that's overvalued. I have no trouble with this one at all. I have zero problem with this. I want to look this up. Trade options. Trade the nearest regular expiration. Someone yesterday was talking about these September 4th and September 11th options. Those don't count because those are weekly options and those aren't going to give us the best price that we want. We want the regular monthly expiration. So September 18th, October 16th, November 20th, and so forth. The puts, the in the money put is the $85 in the money put. Let's see how much open interest there is. Not a lot. What's the spread? Spread's not too bad. What about this? Wow, the $80 is 3,000 contracts of open interest. Holy smokes. And a 10-cent spread. I could do that. What's the delta on both of those? 67. 47. Okay, I want these ones. I want the other ones. I want the one with the higher delta. Spread's pretty wide, but I could do that. So Zoom's ready as well. See if I get filled on that. I don't know if I will. Ha! I did. Okay, so JD. So there we go. Bought JD, $85, 18th September puts for like $7, around $7. Bought. I'm going to do a Zoom trade here. The JD's early, but the Zoom it's got the bearish divergence and the bearish profit circle. Let's look at the choices we have here. Let's look at this. Let's see what our options are. Literally. $2.92, delta's 40. 48 means we're going to make 48 cents of profit for every dollar of that it falls. These are so expensive. Jeez. I want to buy them. Yeah, those are, the two. Let's see what the spread is. It's not bad. I mean, it's not great, but it's not that bad. It's not. We've made money on Zoom with a spread that looks like that before. So I know I'm going to get a lot of questions about the JD thing. So as I'm considering Zoom, so why did I do the JD thing? It's just ready to grab it, and I'll close it early, but just ready to see if it can break through this line here. See if it prints a bearish profit circle. We can see how close it is to printing one. It's probably a good idea. Man, my charts are not loading the thing that they're supposed to load. It's so weird. So weird. Okay, back to Zoom real quick. I'm going to trade Zoom today. I'm going to take the trade today. And I want to take the trade. Maybe if the options can get a little bit more affordable, I would take that. So not jump on into this right away. JD, halfway to the pivot is right here. That would be my alert line. Up $160 on JD. They're $130. It's fine. Just keep making money, right? Just keep grabbing some profit. I think we just have to really concentrate our attention on just keep pulling money out of the market here. TGT, Target. There's no way I'm trading Target. Just don't know anything about it. Haven't ever really even looked at it. I'm not trading Visa. Not trading Ford. PDD. We've already talked about PDD. There's no new trade right now. It's after earnings. The bullish trade would have actually worked perfectly fine, which is bizarre. Cisco, no trade. Square, no trade. Disney. Wow, these post-COVID stocks are banging. Nothing there. Roku, no trade. Twitter. We're after earnings on Twitter, but it's not showing It's not showing anything on my 15-minute chart. What if I do a 16-minute chart? Will it start showing things? Hilarious. There we go. Now we got some bearish profit circles. Twitter looks bearish. Twitter looks really bearish. I don't know why. I don't know if there's any divergence or not. 1 hour divergence. After earnings. It's the first trade after earnings. It's kind of a few weeks after earnings, though. Jeez. Yeah, that's over a month ago. Yeah, that's a trade. That's actually a trade. Twitter's actually a trade. It's actually trying to break through the line, too. I'm up $60, $80 on JD. I thought it was going to be a little bit higher than that. Twitter is actually a sell trade.
Morning.
So let's see here. I'm not going to trade Virgin Galactic Holdings in a million years. I don't even know why I would have that on the list. Qualcomm, not shorting any semiconductor type stocks. Pinterest, can't even believe this company is public. Snap, yeah, that's nothing going on there. CVS. Let's look at CVS. Let's make that the last one for right now. I think the bullish profit circle comes on too much of a spike. It's too much of a spike. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying it's too far away. It's too. I wouldn't trade this one yet. Technically, I would have traded it over here, but yeah, I'm not going to touch CVS. Sorry. Nike. I'm reading Phil Knight's autobiography, and I just love every page of it. I just love the whole thing. All right. Okay, JD, you go ahead and break that line. This could be a really nice one. Could be terrible. I don't know. Just keep making the money, right? Just keep banking the profit, and we'll be okay. I think that's the key. I don't think I'm going to trade Zoom right now. I think I'm just going to wait a little while longer and see if I can get a. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I feel reluctant on that. How far away are we from earnings? Wow, we're close enough to earnings, friends, that this is sort of predicting bad earnings next week. That's what this seems to be suggesting. AMD has a nice uptrend, getting a lower time frame pullback. I'm stalking an entry. Okay. Yeah, the Zoom open interest on puts is pretty pitiful. So here's Zoom again. September 18th. 295 are the ones. Open interest is 57. It's just not enough room in this. Where's all the open interest on these? Ugh. It's terrible. bar chart. The weeklies have a lot of open interest. Look at those. Isn't that weird that the weeklies have so much open interest? Not a whole lot, though. All right, so those are the weeklies. Let's just look at the weeklies then. Fine. The weekly puts. Open interest, hardly any. And let's look at open interest on the September 18th. Pitiful. It's awful. What about October? We doing any better here in October? Ugh. It's gross. It's terrible. JD, any better, really? Yeah, it's much better. It's way better. Wow, the open interest on JD stuff is way better. Okay, it's JD's breaking the line. So a little early entry. It's breaking the line. We're up $310, $280. So that's good. Okay. Thanks everybody for being here. We went a little bit longer today. I didn't expect that, but we're good to go. Have a great day. I'll see you a little bit later in the chat.